to the dime bar, get PBR. Extra.
Hi, Tom.
Hello, Brigitte. No, Bridget today.
My Bridget?
No beret.
Brigitte.
No beret.
Sans beret.
I didn't know. I've got my dad's beret
No,
from when he
thank
was
you.
in
We're
France.
fine. We're all good.
Okay. I wore it for Terry's thing.
Yeah, I know. Chef Terry is still looking over us up here every day.
Teddy.
Terry. We're coming up to our big celebration. I don't know if we should keep Terry's birthday celebration separate at the end of September or if we should move his into with Julia
He's as
Well-
important.
because he did the best
Mhm.
fake Julia accent.
And a lot of the Julia fans love Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Look at
Oh,
the
I don't
picture
know. We have to
behind
think
you.
about that.
Check that out. behind
We
you.
have modern restroom facilities right down this hallway. 6134 is the number. And don't wait till the last second is my advice. You're welcome to chat amongst yourselves as we do the show. Just not overly loud that we can identify a voice. And we thank you for being here.
And we're on YouTube.
Chef Annie is busy making breakfast back there. So you're taking your life into your own hands today.
No way. Annie's such a good cook.
We start off with some brown butter madeleines. How are they? Are they still warm? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
look.
yeah.
Round of applause, Annie.
Oh yeah. Annie, what was your favorite food in Scotland? Haggis.
you really?
You did not. You
Did
did?
did you have it with brown gravy on top? Uh-huh. Brown gravy. A lot of brown gravy over there.
You like that, Annie?
Typically, a can of Heinz brown gravy is typical in Scotland, along with brown sauce, HB sauce. Did you have some HB sauce? No?
I like Danny's description of Scotland.
Which was cold and rainy and wet.
It was, but she was like fields and trees and cows and more fields, more trees.
Don't the cows look happier over there? Yeah, they are. I drive by the cows on my way to our farm in these big mud pits.
Oh.
Ugh.
Ugh.
The cows over there look very happy.
Like in Switzerland?
Only one bad day, as they say. The cows over here have a lot of bad days before they have the one bad day.
It's it's true. Not all
We
cows.
are on YouTube. If you want to go back and watch yourself on YouTube, you're welcome to. Go to Tom Douglas and Co. You can pick up the show. Becky's our producer today. Sean, we haven't had Sean on technical in a long
Woohoo.
time. We're happy to have him.
Sean, woo, the man.
And of course, Bridget Charters is our co-host. Amy's on social. Hi. And Claire is here just making sure everyone's doing their job because she'll smack you upside the head if you don't.
She's working on Sunset Supper.
Oh, is she? Tomorrow night is Sunset Supper in the market. We have 1,600 shrimp cakes going out. Isn't it tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow night?
Huh? You had that look on your face like, okay. Ooh, I thought maybe I messed up. Right,
Shrimp-
ready, set? Sean, you ready? All right. Go.
Did I just jump this out? Sorry.
All right. Is our producer ready, set?
I'm ready, set.
All right. Welcome to the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Radio. We are coming to you live from the Hotel Andra in downtown Seattle, 4th and Virginia. Happy to be here.
Beautiful
I'm
hotel.
Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
And we are going to rock and roll through 2 hours of deliciousness today. Why not? Why shouldn't we?
We should. It's
We
so
should.
fun.
We are having breakfast as we speak. The little brown butter madeleines are on the menu this morning, along with a little French-style crepe and a fruit cup and hot coffee, and all that comes with your inexpensive ticket,
That's right.
which you can buy on hotstovesociety.com. The upcoming classes here at the Hot Stove: Summer Meze, Cook the Books, Sew from Ease with Chef Bridget Charters.
Yeah, it's going to be a great class.
So tell me, what is it?
So it's this cookbook from a location in San Francisco,
Uh-huh.
and it's essentially Turkish. And I like to get different books for research, and this one's wonderful because it's got all these wonderful flatbreads that
Yeah.
are amazing with all kinds of filling. It's that concept of börek in Turkey, in Turkish cooking, which is, and it's all throughout the world, all those different flatbreads. And as I was saying to Becky, it reminds me of the green onion pancake in China,
Uh-huh.
in that you're taking that extra dough and turning it into something else.
I want to do something with the green onion pancake because it's one of my favorite
Mhm.
foods, but I just feel like it could be used in so many ways. And I keep thinking about like a hoisin pork butt sandwich. Use the green onion pancake as the bread.
Correct.
Mm.
It's the same
Mhm.
thing. And that's essentially what I'm doing in this class is we're going to make a version of that. And then we're going to make different fillings and yufka. And then they're going to fold them, make sandwiches. It's going to be delicious.
You can
Super
do all
fun.
those kind of things and more here at the Hot Stove. So join us for a class sometimes. Yesterday, I did a class for the Ford dealers of, I'm not going to say where, but the Ford dealers were here in town on a junket of sorts. I think maybe you're the top salespeople in the state or whatever, but there's
Ah.
about 40 or 50 of them here. I did a class, and that's where my taste of the week is coming from.
Oh, you
Yeah.
took, I was
Can't wait.
going to mention it, but you can talk about it.
Yeah, thank you.
It was delicious.
Restaurant news for us, anyway. Neb is partnering with the Jacques Pepin Foundation, honoring his 90th birthday. It's so funny to have our peers. I consider Jacques a peer, but he's also a mentor. He's, 25 years older than me or so, 30 years older.
Yeah.
25, actually, 23.
To be exact.
To be exact. Anyway, my point is that, we watch ourselves grow old. And Jacques is now 90, and he's doing.
It's amazing.
He and his daughter Claudine are doing these events all over the country,
Which is great.
He's not going to be at all of them. He's at a few, but there's 90 for 90, and we are one of them at Neb.
It's raising money for his foundation.
And they're also, what's really cool, I'm a member of the foundation.
Are you?
They're also, what they're doing is encouraging folks at home to put a dinner together, just like you do all the time.
Yeah.
Like, get together, have a dinner, take a photo, and get your dinner guests to donate a little money to the Jacques Pepin Foundation. And it's wonderful because all of the money goes toward cooking schools throughout the country that help those in need.
Perfect.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're doing ours on the 24th of September. If you want to join us, tickets are $195. It's 6:30 p.m. I'm doing a family style menu with ET, our partner. And we're going to have nice wine and eat and just kind of mingle and have a good old time.
I saw a mozzarella tasting on there.
I know there is a mozzarella.
Are you going to go, Becky?
Inspired by the
I
show.
hope so.
Yeah.
That's a no. When she says, I hope so.
Oh, is that
because she plans every minute of every day, especially her weekends.
She's sitting right
that's
here.
right. I think
there she is. Right there.
That's
you can purchase tickets at nebwinebar.com or tomdouglas.com. Good fun to be had. Lots of things on our show today. A lot of kind of what do we do with this and that kind of scenario. Leftover salmon reimagined. Mother and son authors. You're going to have to say the names.
Jody and Oyen Mukherjee.
Yes.
Of Heartland Masala.
Heartland Masala.
I love that.
Out of Kansas City, I believe. So it's funny, Lydia Bastianich has a place in Kansas City, or at least did.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's funny. Kansas City is a funny little mixture of things. Explore the world of Amaro. Jamie Hunt is here of Fast Penny Spirits. You can find her bottles on the back of our bars around Seattle. It's called Americano. They have a blonde, a rouge, and now a viola. Viola Davis. However you want to think about it. That's what I do when I can't remember a name. I put a celeb to it.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there's a waiter down at Mr. Fish that I just every darn day I see her, I just have to have someone tell me your name again. Finally, I put Hank Aaron with it, and I was like, I've got no problem. Her name is Aaron. Got no problem.
Perfect.
Hank Aaron. Summer taco party, summer chanterelles, summer supper. And of course, we're going to wrap up our show today with the Food for Thought Tasty Trivia brought to you by Rub with Love Spice Rubs.
I've been getting hammered lately.
Yeah.
I feel like you, Tom.
You should stop drinking, maybe. That was a funny one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. My taste of the week, Bridget, is, and Becky, I'm sure you always have a taste of the week too. Mine is the dish that I kind of made up on the spot yesterday, and people forget that's what we chefs do a lot of times. We just kind of make stuff up, right? So I had the Ford people from, I think, where's Las Vegas? Nevada and Texas.
West
maybe.
Coast.
No.
Just Nevada.
Yeah. Anyway, they were on a junket. They're all going out whale watching today. I saw the buses leaving this morning.
Oh, fun.
We cooked them breakfast this morning.
Fun.
But we had brought in a whole halibut and a whole salmon, which they wanted me to break down for the class, and I did. I made portions. But then we have 3 different fish preparations to go with that. And so we did the salmon classic, Rub with Love, best-selling salmon rub in the world. Thank you very much.
In the world.
In the world. Then we had 2 versions of halibut. One just simply grilled, where I actually dusted it with halibut can be very soft and flaky. I dusted it with cornstarch. You can do it also with AP flour, but I didn't know who was gluten-free.
That's smart.
Then I oiled it, and then I put it on the grill, and it
really
releases itself from the grill a little bit easier.
Oh, interesting. I've never
on
heard
both
that.
sides.
On both sides.
So is that rather than patting it dry, or you patted it dry too?
Well, no, I didn't have to because the cornstarch soaked it up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But anyway, it came off the grill nicely with nice marks. That's just lemon and olive oil. But the other one I did, which was the last minute, I just looked at the shelf over there and I saw coconut milk.
Mm.
And we did a braise or like a
Poach.
poach
Mm-hmm.
coconut milk with fresh lime leaves, lemongrass, ginger, star
was
anise.
Amazing.
That sounds
And then
delicious.
you bring it to a simmer, let it
Mhm.
simmer for 5 or 8 minutes to release the oils from the orange peel or whatever other aromatic you put in there, and turn it off and put your chunks of fish in.
Mm.
If you have to
It was
turn it back
good.
on, you can, but you don't need to. And you just let the fish cook in there and sit and rest in there.
I love that.
Would
There's-
that be good with salmon?
Sure, it'd be good with anything. But
Any
the good
fish.
thing about halibut, I'm not a halibut fan. It's too lean and too flavorless for me. I like fish that tastes like
Got
fish.
it. Got it.
But the good thing about halibut and that coconut milk is it's very fatty
Hmm.
and it just moistened up the fish in a
The
beautiful way.
texture and flavor,
I could
everything.
eat a whole bowl of that on
Yeah.
some steamed rice.
Oh
and-
man,
Yeah.
it was so good. So I brought a salad in from a restaurant nearby,
Uh-huh.
and then I saw that, and I gave Annie my salad, and I had
What did
that.
you do with it? Oh, was there still fish left?
Oh yeah, there was a platter of it, and I
You
got
didn't take that the stuff on the sheet pan in there?
No, the stuff you
Uh-oh.
made, the
Okay.
Tom Kai
Ooh.
Guy
Whoa.
halibut in the
Yeah.
braising liquid. I was like, whoa.
I thought you took my $100 worth of
No,
halibut on
no,
the tray
no.
in there.
No.
Thank you very much.
No, but that dish was amazing. It was so delicious.
Yeah,
There was some leftovers.
Is
It was
that your
great.
taste of the week?
No, my taste of the week. Well, I was thinking about using that, but I figured Tom would probably talk about it. My taste of the week is the blackberries are in season.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the
the
beauties
wild ones. Is that what you're
Oh
talking about?
man. One of the beauties of being here in the Pacific Northwest is going to a berm of blackberries and just standing there and smelling, inhaling that scent. It's the best. It's kind of a little dusty, but those blackberries are amazing. And so we had some relatives in last week and we picked blackberries and we got a lot.
Mm.
And so one of the little cousins, Teo, he's 4, and he's like, "Can we make pie?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "You bet." And so I ended up making a couple of galettes because they were quicker to bake because they wanted to eat it right away. And I was like, well, it takes about an hour and a half to bake a pie.
For a double crust pie.
Yeah, for a double crust pie and to get it all set up and perfect. So I made 2 galettes. I've got a photo. And holy smokes, the smell was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And for breakfast, we bought ice cream
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, that's the
had
best.
pie, warm pie and ice cream. It was so good.
Huh.
And
You
that
know-
was, we had it with the crab cakes that I sent you the photo
That
of.
you sent me the picture of. One of the things I like about galette, so a galette is like the bottom of the pie crust, right? Then you put your fruit in the middle and you kind of roll up the edges over.
Yep.
And one of the things I like about that is that the filling dehydrates in the oven as it bakes until it's done.
Right.
It bakes in what, maybe 45 minutes. You still have
Yeah.
to give it time,
Because the
but
blackberries
it's
are
not
so
an
wet.
hour and 20 minutes.
Right.
But it also dries out, and so that it is. I don't like overly soupy pies,
I don't either.
and those wild blackberries.
Holy smokes.
Here's the other thing I don't get.
Okay. I
You're
can't wait.
driving down the freeway.
Uh-huh.
There are literally blackberries everywhere you look in this town. Why do people risk their lives and pick them on the side of the freeway?
I don't know.
Haven't they ever
With all
seen those
the
videos of like
asbestos-
cars veering off into
and salmon dying because of the rubber on the tires? And
whatever?
they're
I'm-
picking the blackberries there. Like there's so many places.
They're
there's so many
living on
places.
the
You come to
edge.
my backyard and pick blackberries.
Mhm.
We're trying to get rid of them.
Oh, you do? You got some down there? Good
Oh,
patch?
That was for other people to know.
Oh, okay.
I'm
No,
mad
but
at
down at the
blackberries.
Blue Ridge Park, there's a
Mhm.
whole wall of blackberries.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, I don't
They're
understand
everywhere.
being next to 70-mile-an-hour traffic
No, I don't get it.
and reaching like at the top of your tippy toes trying to get blackberries. Makes no sense to me.
When we were kids, my mom used to pull out the big ladder that was the big extension
Uh-huh.
ladder, and she had boards, and she'd throw the ladder up on the berms down in Tacoma and like send us up the ladder with
Oh,
Buckets,
nice.
like-
So you could fall over into the blackberry bush. She loved you guys. She thought you were special.
we got a lot of blackberries.
Yeah, I bet
so.
you did. I don't know. Do we have time for your taste of the week? We'll get there. Maybe we should do that when we're talking about leftover salmon on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
You got the cut it from Becky.
Yeah, it was. We're good.
All
We're
right.
good. It's all right.
So we're just going to keep pounding because we got a little late start here. So we're back here in the kitchens at the Hot Stove Society show down here in downtown Seattle, 4th and Virginia, in the neighborhood, what we call TDville, because they have Neb around the corner, Serious Pie across the street, Dahlia Bakery across the street, Lola down below.
Wow.
2 blocks away, we've got Mr. Fish and Half Shell. Block the other direction, block east, we have Palace Kitchen. 3 blocks east, we have Carlisle Room. Lots of fun places to
Have
visit.
you ever tried to walk to Totem Lake?
I've never have.
Just check.
I have
checking.
ridden one time in my life when Red Hook was opening out there in Woodinville. I took the Burke Gilman Trail on a bike.
Oh,
It's the first time I had ridden the bike in 20 years, and it was the last time I rode the bike 20 years ago.
and
It,
now
it
it's
bit off
left
a
a, it
lot.
left a mark.
Oh.
25 miles left a mark, I'll just say. No more children.
e-assist.
Yeah, exactly.
TMI there, Tom.
Well, now it's DeLille, and it's beautiful. It's still the same building. But
Yeah.
and last time I went, we rode our bikes.
Yeah.
But I have e-assist.
You have the assist. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not fair.
Oh yeah, e-bike. There you go, Tom.
Leftover salmon. Let's go back 1 second and pick up your taste of the week.
Oh, my taste of the week.
You looked ready.
Well, I think about food nonstop, so I always have something. This last weekend, we went to Lake Chelan and we're house guests, and our hosts were amazing. They had everything set out. They bought all the groceries. They had recipes. We did cook-alongs, and at the end, we all
Oh.
Venmoed our portion, and it just made a lot of sense. But one of the dishes we had, she's
You
Indian.
Venmo'd? You
We
were,
Ven- we-
you were hosted,
Everybody
but
chipped
you had to
in.
pay?
Yes, because we all wanted to do something. We all wanted to. I said, "Well, I can make a meal. Trina
Can't
can
you
make
like
a
just
meal."
wash dishes and be happy?
Oh, we all did that.
Oh,
it was a really cool communal thing. And had we not paid for groceries, we would have been less comfortable just busting into the fridge and doing what we wanted. So it was a good way.
Okay.
It was a great way.
All right.
And she's Indian. She's a great cook. And we made a chicken. I used to call it tikka, but it's chicken tikka.
Tikka, not
Tikka?
tikka.
Right. I always called it
Oh, it's
tikka.
not tikka.
Tikka.
Oh,
It's like
And
a tikka parade.
and then we did this potato dish. It was all Indian dish that night, and it was on. They have a griddle outside, and that's super fun to have a griddle.
Kind of like that Blackstone griddle thing.
Yes,
They're
but
so
it's-
hot right now.
It was really cool, and then to get all the junk off of it, you just put ice on it and scrape it with ice,
Uh-huh.
and boof, it's clean. So, but we had
Oh.
chicken tikka, and that was really good. And it makes me. I'm glad we've got some Indian guests today. It makes me want to cook more Indian.
So just a question about the process,
Mm-hmm.
because you know I'm a charcoal guy.
Yes.
A griddle on the outside doesn't make as much sense to me. So what is, if you wanted to griddle something, you've got a gas stove in house or electric, you can grill inside.
I think it was.
What is the reasoning? Why do they have it outside?
They have a lot of guests, and they
Uh-huh.
have a big griddle,
Oh,
and
so
it's
it's big,
just
so it's-
dedicated to that. So
I
they
see.
did eggs in the morning and hash browns, and we had.
and it
And then-
doesn't. It
I
doesn't
see.
heat up the house. You're
Oh,
outside.
that's true.
Well, yeah, but I also I
Yeah.
think it's the bigger size
Yes.
and it's kind of the
It's
outdoor,
kitchen,
catering
and we all
kitchen.
hung
Yeah.
out there, and they built this house for entertaining, and it was.
I just see them all over the place now, and I
Mm-hmm.
just wonder like why? Because I have a griddle too.
It's
but
it's fun to load like whole mussels that you've washed and cleaned, and you
Uh-huh.
just toss them in a little olive oil and put them on the griddle.
uh-huh.
Get some onions going, throw those on, and then throw on branches of rosemary and just griddle. They just
Mm.
steam open, and you eat them right off the griddle.
Huh.
I want
Glass
a
of
griddle
crisp
now.
Wine. Yeah,
Of course you do. I can't believe you don't have one.
I know.
This is
Jeez.
the woman who has everything, and she doesn't have a griddle
It's
outdoor
true.
griddle. So
do you need a paella pan?
I got one.
Okay.
leftover salmon.
Yes.
Again, just like yesterday, I had leftover salmon from my class yesterday, and I made skewers out of them. The little, we've talked about it before, the summertime grilled skewers,
Yeah.
where you make little 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch cubes of salmon, so they all cook in the same amount of time.
Mhm.
Pop them on a bunch of little skewers, give them a hard sear, and serve them with a fresh, right now, succotash from
With corn and
yeah, corn and beans and carrots and all kinds of things from
Little
Prosser
cherry
Farm right
tomatoes
now.
and stuff. Yeah.
That to me is a perfect way to
Perfect.
use leftover
you're
salmon. But
talking
that's
about-
raw.
You're talking salmon scraps.
No, that was salmon raw. That was a whole side I made into skewers.
Uh-huh.
But I think we're also talking about, let's just say that salmon had been cooked.
A
on
side
the
of
grill and
salmon.
You had 2
Yep.
extra pieces, kind of.
And that's what I do. I like to make rillettes with my leftover
Will you
salmon.
tell people what a rillette is?
So rillettes, oftentimes they're associated with pork that you've braised. Let's say you've done a pork roast or something like that. You've got pork left over.
Think about like pulled pork, right? Same kind of idea. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And it's just, you flake it. It's already cooked. You flake it, break it apart. You can go to the steps of maybe pulsing it in a food processor, and you've got that pork. And then what you do is heat up some lard and season it with aromatics, and then fold those two together. Or you could skip the lard and just use butter.
So it's something
and
spreadable
herbs.
for toast.
Correct. And what's nice about it is, rather than like, what am I going to do with that meat? Making something, being organized about it, and then making it. So for salmon rillettes, it's the cooked salmon. We've cooked a side of salmon. You just kind of pop off the seasoning, break it into chunks, and then you whip butter in a KitchenAid with a paddle.
Mm.
Or you could use a food processor. Just whip the butter up and then crumble those pieces of salmon in that soft butter.
I think it works better in a KitchenAid in
Yeah,
a mixer.
because it
personally.
doesn't pulverize
Yeah.
it. And you get these nice chunks of salmon. And I've done it where I had some leftover gravlax. You can whack that up for another flavor, throw in some chives, little sour cream, and you've got this beautiful, takes less than 10 minutes to put together. And
So you're adding the gravlax as well. I did see Thomas Keller had one with butter, and he added in smoked salmon. Is that
Uh-huh.
this?
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. And I thought, just boost it up a
smoked
little bit.
salmon, gravlax, or not at all, just
Right.
the salmon you
What you
cook
have.
with the butter.
Yeah.
And you could add a little, I know that Repair likes to add a little bit of creme fraiche, and then
Sounds great.
chives. And
She's on a
fresh
last
herbs.
name basis with Eric Repair. You know,
Exactly.
Repair likes to add a little
You
creme
know.
fraiche. I think of it as being a preservation method, not unlike confit, right?
Oh.
So,
Right. Right.
when you have pork butt or something, you take your extra, or you cook it just for that reason. You shred it up, you mix it with a ton of fat. So that would be with pork fat or lard.
Yeah.
And then you put it into a crock, and then you layer fat on top so that
Right.
the air can't get to it.
And then in the freezer.
Well, you can freezer, you can put it in your fridge, but it'll last for a few weeks in your fridge too. Used to last in root cellars, so I would think it would last in your
Oh.
fridge.
Yeah, totally. As long as
So it's just one of those, just like duck confit, where you keep that
Yep.
layer of fat for oxygen control over the top of it.
In a
Right,
little
and it-
mason jar, ready to go.
Sure.
Yeah, and if it gets a little
You
mold
can
on
can
it,
it. I mean,
can
you
can it,
literally
yeah,
can can it.
yeah.
Yeah.
if there's a little mold on top, you just scrape that off.
Oh, gross.
It's fine.
Sell
It's
it
not
off as-
gonna
Sell it off as
penetrate.
penicillin. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I know, it's
so we
good
got-
for you.
We got rillette, and my go-to is salmon cakes. Sometimes I'll make salmon
Oh.
because I want to
Uh-huh.
make salmon cakes. How about
Salmon cakes with cooked salmon?
Yeah.
Oh, how
yeah,
does
the
that
next
work?
day? Easy. And I just
Oh, they're easy, but
Yeah.
it's not my favorite.
it's
way.
not your favorite. Oh, I love it. I
some
like
reason.
adding other spices in it. and,
Uh-huh.
You mean
herbs,
like-
chives.
You mean like
dill.
crab cakes with
Yeah,
cooked crab?
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never thought of that.
And you can bake
Really?
them or pan
Yeah.
fry.
That surprises me. Yeah.
Yep. Bake or pan fry, either one. Add a little almond flour. I can't do eggs, so I just take a flaxseed or
Or
hemp.
No
garbanzo
egg
bean.
mayonnaise.
No, I need to do that. The garbanzo bean water, the aquafaba. Well, what else with leftover?
Well, I like to make like a niçoise salad.
Yeah.
Quick dinner that night, just some cooked potatoes, cherry tomatoes, some green beans, boom.
Then I want a chunk.
Chunk it up.
I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want little tiny flakes for me
No.
on a niçoise. I want a chunk of fish, and
Mhm.
even if it's chunk scraps, or
Yeah.
even if you've skewered it or whatever. But I love
Just
the niçoise
big
salad
pieces,
idea.
yeah. So you can mix it in. Yum. That's good.
What about
Uh,
a pasta? What would you add to the
yeah.
salmon? A creamy base?
I
or
like
a-
to do, I used to do it for Spencer. We do like a rosemary cream. So you
Ooh.
fine mince rosemary and build your cream sauce, your Alfredo sauce, basically onions or shallots, finely minced rosemary, toasted in butter. So the rosemary
You have to
perfume
give the
comes.
rosemary a little cook. I agree with
Time.
that.
Yeah, and so the perfume comes out. It's amazing. And then you just hit it with a little splash of white wine or not, and then add your cream. And then as soon as the pasta's cooked, toss the pasta in the sauce, toss, and then literally just warm that salmon. You're not cooking it. Just
Yum.
crumble it in.
At the old 1904 restaurant, they got famous for their smoked salmon Alfredo type
Mhm.
pasta.
Oh.
Smoked. Okay.
Yeah, and it works
The-
beautifully.
The
Extra bits of
1904,
smoke.
what's
The
it?
1904, yeah.
What's that?
What do you mean?
The restaurant?
Yeah, I bought the 1904 restaurant and turned it into the Dahlia Lounge
Oh, okay.
38
right.
years ago
Mhm.
or so, 35 years ago, whatever that is. A long time ago.
Yum.
It is now Now in the galaxy,
Mhm.
floating in the galaxy. Okay, Becky, what's up next?
We've got mother-son duo with their new book, Heartland Masala, an Indian cookbook from an American kitchen. So we get to talk to Jody and Oyen.
Perfect. On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. I like it better when you say it.
Okay, here we go. Don't unmute.
So just about what's in front of you, you have a ham, cheese, and you have chard in there today, Annie? Spinach in there, crepe, with a crispy edged egg. So we take and get a hot pan, put the egg in so we get that crispy brown ring and still have a soft yolk. And then on top, there's a little mushroom gravy made with cream. And are you still using some of our mushroom rub, or have we run out, Annie? I'm speaking to you. Are you still using some of the mushroom rub in the gravy? Where are you getting it from? I thought we stopped making it. Carol. Oh, nice. How you doing there?
Good, we're good.
We're good? Okay.
Yes. Hi, Oyen and Jody. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yep. My screen is off, but we can see you.
Great. Thanks so much for having us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're excited you're here. And Oyen, I listened to some of your music. It's beautiful.
Oh, thanks
He's
so
an
much. Really appreciate it.
indie folk musician.
Perfect.
Really.
We
fun.
were just in Seattle earlier this year at the Ballard Homestead a couple
Ah.
months ago.
Tom knows
yeah.
Ballard pretty well.
Beautiful.
Let's say it again. I'm sorry.
They were. Oyen, will you repeat that, please?
Yeah, my band was just playing a show in Seattle earlier this year at the Ballard Homestead.
Oh, perfect.
We wanted to play it on YouTube when we started, but YouTube doesn't like when we use other people's music. They cut us off.
Sean will get
Understood.
it on. Sean Dottore.
Oh, yes. Great.
All right, we're back here in the kitchen on Cairo. I'm Tom Douglas. Bridget Charters is back doing the dishes. Becky,
Literally.
what's going on here?
Well, this is exciting. We've got Jody and Oyen Mukherjee, and they've got a new book. They're mother and son duo, Heartland Masala, an Indian cookbook from an American kitchen. So we're excited to have you on and hear all about how you came about writing a book together.
Thanks so much. We really appreciate being here. Thanks for having us.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah, Ma, after you, please.
All right. Hi, I am Jyoti, and I started, I am a physician by trade. I retired in 1987, which was a long time ago. And just by fluke, I started teaching 15 years. I used to donate at a Head Start auction, silent auction. And one year they said, why don't you do a cooking class? And I said, I've never done one in my life. And so they said, well, there's always a first time. And I did my first class with these people that sold at this auction on February 6, 2010. And it was that day I realized that I had achieved nirvana, because I always loved to teach as a little girl, and I loved to cook as a mother. And both these passions just came together. And here I am 15 years later, still teaching and still loving it. And every class motivates me to no end.
That's
And you get to
amazing.
hang out with your son.
Well,
Both,
I
both a perk and sometimes dangerous, it turns out. But yes, our recipe, our cookbook writing process together. I mean, we spent 8 years together working on this book, and I don't think it can be fairly described. The entire process cannot be fairly described as nonviolent. But we're here. We're on speaking terms. We're ready to go on a 2-month tour, including Seattle. So my mom had been wanting to write a book for a few years. And she asked me if I would help because I'd helped her do some ghostwriting for some articles when she was just getting started. And I said yes, sort of bluffing, not assuming that it probably wouldn't get off the ground. And then she sent over some recipes, and it was off the ground. And that was about 8 years ago. So we're now, and I was doing it on the side. My main gig, as we've discussed briefly, is the touring with a band called Darlingside. And so in between tours, I was working on the cookbook. And then once the pandemic fell, it became more of a primary focus when we were all holed up. And now we have a book that we are both extremely excited about. For many of those years, my mother's initial vision for the book was we do something that is quick and dirty. Like we're working on it for maybe a year or two. We come up with something that's spiral bound and we're just done. And instead, I spent 8 years researching Indian culinary history. And for about 6 of those years, she was just like, what are you doing? What is happening? Because I wasn't talking to her that much about all of it. But we're both very pleased with where we landed. And yeah, it's been a joy. I think the way that I describe our relationship now is that it has aged several decades over the case of 1 decade. A lot of it very good, some of it not as good, but we're here and we're still hanging out.
You know, when I just kind of got started on the book, I realized quickly that a cookbook written by a teacher is so different in tone than a book written by a chef. You know, we're used to a lot of chefy books, including mine. But the one by the teacher, I just thought it was so heartwarming and encompassing and like pull you in as a teacher to the idea of the food and the history and all of the things that are offered in this book.
Yeah, I agree. It's amazing. The voice of the book
voice, yeah.
is just, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Very
Thanks so much.
approachable.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a project, you know, to make, because both my mom and I have our voices in the book, but to also have the book itself have a voice that feels like a combination of those two is a thing that my mom and I spent a lot of time talking and thinking about, and having it present both with like the warmth of her classes, but also some of the additional history and context that I was excited about putting in. And so, yeah, we're really thrilled with where it landed, and so honored to hear that it resonates with you both. Thank you for that.
Yeah. And then I had a question, and that is, you know, you mentioned that you're coming from Punjab, but I mean, India is a big place. Did you feel kind of overwhelmed as you were writing the book and trying to kind of capture, or did you just decide, you know, we'll just stick with what we cook at home to teach people?
Well, you know, even though I'm from the north, which is where Punjab is, I'm married to, my husband is from the eastern part of India, Calcutta. And so totally, completely, culturally and cuisine-wise, very, very different. I have never been afraid to cook. So when, as an Indian, most of us kind of know some regional cuisine from all over India. So it was never something that I ever hesitated to do.
I should also add that it was, since I was coming from more of a historical standpoint, I wanted to make clear, I think, what the bounds of our book were. And my mother is an excellent Punjabi cook. She's learned a lot of Bengali cooking, and also has learned a lot of dishes from the rest of India as a result of teaching these classes. But it is by no means a comprehensive cookbook. This is not an encyclopedic, like stuff from every region or anything like that. And so we kind of include that. There's a couple notes I have in the introduction that describe what our book is. And our book is unapologetically a collection of recipes that my mom loves teaching in our home. And there are bits from all over India, but it is not comprehensive. It is not meant to be sort of a regional guide map. We do let folks know where each of the dishes come from, or where their sort of roots are. But yeah, we make no claims about it being a universal book. And I think having that disclaimer at the top of the book was an important thing for me, to have it feel like to let folks know what they're getting into, basically. Right. Because yeah, I mean, Indian cooking is vast. People often describe it as big as or as broad or broader than the cooking of all of Europe, which is, if you think about Scandinavian versus Italian food, pretty big jump there. So
pretty big jump, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of European cookbooks, you know, where it's like, this is the food of Europe, which would be insane as an idea.
Good analogy.
So, yeah, a similar thing. I mean, you do see some Indian cookbooks that cover all of India, and some of them are well done and massive, and other ones are not as well done and have some holes. So just wanted to make clear to all folks, like, that's not what we're trying to do here. And I think by narrowing our scope and it allowed us to dive into what we wanted to dive into, which is what makes up Heartland Masala.
Jyoti, as a chef, I'm used to borrowing from other cuisines unapologetically. You're in Kansas City. What have you borrowed from the local kitchens, I'll say, or culture of Kansas City, Mid-America? And what have you given to them that they didn't realize they were missing?
Well, you know, Kansas City is known for its barbecue.
Yeah.
And so
LC's, baby.
yeah. So what Kansas City made me do was buy a clay oven that I have outside in my patio, on my patio, and I do Indian barbecuing, and which is traditionally very different because our sauces are very different from the Kansas City barbecue that we have here. And you know, I have to admit that when I started teaching, my boys always said, you know, do a little bit of fusion cooking, teach a little bit of fusion cooking, because there is, and they were raised with kind of fusion cooking. But I noticed that the people in Kansas City that were coming to my classes didn't really want the fusion. They wanted the authentic, traditional Indian cooking, which is what I have been teaching. And I find that if I do fusion classes, they don't do as well as the traditional Indian cooking.
And,
So
oh.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to chime in. Tom and Becky, I overheard you talking about ovens and like outdoor stoves heating up the home or not earlier in this conversation, and just wanted to chime in a fun historical bit on Indian cooking, which is like my mom said she bought this outdoor clay oven. Typically in India, ovens are not used very much outside of the tandoor, which is the clay oven that's typically outside underground, etc. And at least one historian whose work I really enjoy, Colleen Taylor Sen, posits or suggests that the reason for that is that in general, ovens, the hearth was used to both heat the home and cook food. And in India, subtropical and tropical bits, the heating the home part is not something you're looking to do most of the time. And so oven usage is not a thing. You don't see a lot of like baked. There are a handful, of course, and that can come in from other cultures where you'll see baked dishes. But in general, like oven usage, is not something you will see in most Indian cookbooks. It's like outside of ones that are sort of adapting dishes for an oven. But for the most part, it's using a flame. And that's and so my mom's purchase of the oven is a thing that is like, or the stove, excuse me, the tandoor was notable for that reason too.
All right, we only have a couple of minutes left. The Heartland Masala is the name of the book, an Indian cookbook from an American kitchen. If you were to get somebody started in your book, is there a favorite recipe that you would say that would get them hooked and then they'd want to cook the entire book?
I can tell you from my experience, having almost 6,000 plus and counting students through my kitchen, that my butter chicken recipe is one of the ones that whenever every year I advertise this class, and I do at least 4 or 5 classes because they sell out within 24 to 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making it tonight. Butter chicken.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And I would say from an essay standpoint, the essay on lemonade and how both sugar and lemons are intertwined with the subcontinent, and so Indian lemonade is a standby across the globe, across the country. That's the essay I would point folks to, and I love that illustration too. It's got two lemons hiking around.
Awesome. And in
Fun.
September, you're going to be visiting Seattle at the Book Larder, September 16th. So if folks want to see you,
Shoot, I'm gonna miss it.
come visit.
Get your book signed,
Yeah.
all that kind of thing. Are both of you coming?
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
both be. We're going on tour together for 2.5 months.
I trust
Oh.
you'll give us a call. Maybe we'll put you on live on the show when you're here and we could talk a little bit more. That sounds
That'd
good?
be great.
That would
We
be
would love
awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome.
It's a great book. You guys should submit this to the James Beard Foundation for
Thank you very
the
much.
book
Oh,
awards.
I'm sure it has been.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Well, Jody and Oyen, thanks so much for coming on today. And we hope to meet you in person. And we're really excited about your book,
Thanks so much. We really
Heartland
appreciate you having
Masala,
us.
an Indian cookbook from an American kitchen. So congratulations on your project.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so
Pleasure
much.
to be on the show. Thank you.
It's so fun. I mean, I'd love to delve into that even more, how the foods of Kansas have, because I just
Yes.
sold a farm in Kansas. Our family just
Oh,
sold our
you
family
did?
farm in
Okay.
Kansas. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a top
Oh.
land farm. Yeah.
Wow.
Dry farming, but there is some history in my life in Kansas,
Mhm.
oddly enough. Jamie Hunt is here next, the founder and CEO of Fast Penny Spirits, coming right at you on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
They're coming on the Tuesday, so they won't be here on a Thursday. That's why we did Zoom.
They're coming on Tuesday. They can't stay.
But we might invite them here, and they can have a look around and
Oh,
get a
yeah,
picture
yeah,
of them
yeah.
here at the studio.
On a yeah, that's a great point. I'll do that. And we got them from Carrie Bachman.
Yeah,
That's why
no
she
doubt.
writes great questions.
Yeah.
And
The
My God, you're a blondie now.
I know. You know when you go gray.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you
he
talking
doesn't own
about?
a mirror.
Yeah. I always thought my grandmother, who's full Italian, was blonde, but it's just because she went gray.
Yeah.
So she went blonde.
You're just, glass half full.
Yeah.
You don't have to
So I'm
tell
like,
your
I'm just following my grandmother's footsteps.
You don't have to tell your secrets. to me.
So, Jamie, you know to talk directly to the mic.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Almost caught up.
Yes. I was going to say not even close. Yes. 2 minutes. You're
Yeah. Thank you, for
got
that.
it. Yes.
You're so negative.
I know. You know me.
All right, we're here back in the kitchen with Jamie Hunt, founder and CEO of Fast Penny Spirits. Their big product. You probably have more than I even know, but do you just do the Americanos, or do you have other big products too that I don't?
We just do the Americanos right now. But we have the 2 Shakerados, which I've brought a sampling of for
So
our
nice.
guests today, which is an espresso style martini.
If they want to get a little buzz
Ooh,
with
yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah, why not? Open those things up. Let's drink. You have a beautiful facility over on the south side of the cut. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes. I always call it the Queen Anne side of the Ballard Bridge to give people some context.
By the Ace Hardware.
Yes. Yeah. And in a working shipyard. So it's a very, very cool spot to come see. And you can see the Ballard Bridge opening from a whole completely different angle, which always gets
fun.
people
Right.
like it's
Mhm.
it's kind of awe-inspiring.
Having lived in Ballard for close to 40 years, I am so sick of seeing that bridge open. I can tell you that.
It's much better sipping a cocktail looking at it.
So best. I mean, yesterday, I got to watch it open twice in one stop.
Oh,
No way.
And on top of
Whoa.
that, one lane was closed going southbound. So
Oh,
we got
yeah.
the whole funnel in the one lane on the
Oh,
bridge.
Brutal.
It was very special. Anyway, going back to more positive
Your
conversation.
head is still attached to your body.
So I just want to spell Americano because it's a play on words essentially,
Mhm.
right? So AMARICANO, American made Amaro.
Mhm.
And tell people kind of what Amaro is.
Amaro just means bitter in Italian. And so it's just bittersweet Italian liqueur. A lot of people have had it and they don't know. They've had Aperol spritzes, they've had a Negroni, maybe a Black Manhattan.
Mhm.
Those all have Amaro in them.
So a Campari is an Amaro.
It is. It's
Okay.
an aperitivo.
Anything bitter. Okay.
Well, bitter is a little bit of a misnomer because they are super sweet also, many
Okay.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the really bitter ones.
Well,
no
I'll
way.
make you a really bitter one.
Like Fernet?
Like Fernet Branca.
You like
I'm not
that?
even sure
Or
that's
Cynar?
considered an Amaro, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's a category of Amaro. Although some people like to argue that it is.
Some people like what?
They like to argue that
argue.
Fernet is
Okay.
it is.
It
It
is.
is an Amaro.
Chinar is
And
like
Chinar
whoa.
is as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a little Fernet, a little digestive
Mm.
type scenario.
Mhm.
The other day, I was scrambling around to make a special cocktail for a group here, and I did a half ounce of your Americano Rouge,
Yeah.
a quarter ounce of Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, and topped it all with Prosecco.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful, but it was delicious also. So I was just
Yeah.
giving you like
Thank
could
you.
become your house
Yeah.
house cocktail.
There, I'm going to take that note.
Yeah.
The Amaro has 46 organic or foraged botanicals in it. So
Wow.
one of them is elderflower. So
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
so it plays well with it.
Uh-huh.
What botanical ingredients surprise people the most?
Wormwood.
Probably the black truffle.
Black truffle. Okay.
Yes. The black truffle, the hops, which come from
Oh.
Washington State also.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So those are a couple fun ones. We have Rainier cherry. I don't think that surprises many people because we have beautiful Rainier cherries here, but
The not wormwood.
not wormwood. We use
is in a lot of
gentian.
vermouth.
Yeah.
Well, and it's
yeah.
in tonic, right?
Cinchona bark
Right.
is the in tonic, but wormwood to be a vermouth, you really have to have wormwood.
Yeah.
It's vermouth.
Is
I
there
always
a
think people kind of go, oh, when
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like that.
I love it.
is there an Amaro myth that you'd love to bust?
Ooh, I don't know. That I think all Amaro are bitter, really
Okay,
bitter.
Thank you. That's what I was just thinking.
Yep. Ours we made I made it approachable for a reason. Yes, it's bitter, but it's also a little more approachable. It's really complex with all those botanicals in it, and so you can drink it straight. You can drink it in cocktails, and people that don't normally like Amaro typically like our Amaro.
Yeah.
You got a new one out. What is that all about?
The Viola. It was inspired by a Pride cocktail we did called the Lavender Daisy. So this Amaro, I took out the black truffle. I added butterfly pea flower to add a
That's
purple.
blue. Or
Yeah, it
Purple, yeah.
ended up combining with the rest of the ingredients to create a purple color. And then I added lavender and I amped up the lemon. And it's all stainless steel. The other ones have wood and stainless steel aging. It's all stainless steel, so it's super bright, floral. It has a little spiciness to it. It's kind of our party girl, so to speak.
I love it. And you've got a class here coming up on Friday, September 12th.
Yes.
And tell us about the class, Demystifying Amaro.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. And Bridget, you can help me with some of this. But
Jamie and I are doing it together.
yes. So we're flying in Brad Thomas Parsons, who is a James Beard Award-winning author. He used to live in Seattle for about 10 or so years. He is now in Brooklyn.
And he wrote the book Bitters.
Yeah, he wrote the book Bitters. He wrote the book Amaro.
Mm.
And so we'll be going through kind of the history, the culture, the production process. We'll be tasting some Italian Amari along with our Americano portfolio. And we'll be pairing with lovely bites that Bridget's
Yeah.
dreamt of in little Bambino cocktails.
So I've got it was fun whenever we do these kind of classes. It's fun having had her delicious Amari. It's so good. I was like, oh, we got to think of some fun stuff. So I was doing it region specific. So the first one I'm doing a fresh gnocchi with a gorgonzola sauce with a gorgonzola dolce latte. And it's the mountain gorgonzola. It's delicious. And then we're going to do a arista di maiale. We're doing a pork loin, but we're going to use the butt end, kind of fatty, wrapping it in pancetta with all kinds of nice herbs from the Northwest. And then I was going to do a chimota.
What's a
Hopefully we'll have some
chimota?
farm veggies coming in for that, but it's basically an Italian ratatouille of sorts. So we'll be serving those as they're doing their delicious
So
drinks.
Cicchetti style, small plates of this and that.
No, they're pretty. The last Amaro class we did, I attended, and I needed to take a cab home. It was super fun, but there were a lot of tastes, and so I was like, "Let's do dinner." So
Let's
the
do some
price
heavier food,
reflects dinner, so that you can taste all of these wonderful drinks. So it's going to be super fun, and then I'm wrapping it up with fresh cannoli with a
Yum.
nod to Sicily. And I'm making the
Yes.
real deal, and I'm making fresh ricotta for it. I'm making the
nice.
cannoli shells myself.
Are you
So
showing how to do these things?
well, I'm going to do little kind of brief. I don't want to interrupt their show because it's
Uh-huh.
going to be so interesting,
Uh-huh.
but I'll just quick speak and just kind of talk about what I did, and everybody's going to get the recipe packet. And
Perfect.
yeah, it'll be
Nice.
super fun.
I first met Brad when he was at Amazon. He kind of ran the book program there for a minute, or at least part of the, I'm sure not the whole thing, but
Yeah.
part of the book program there. So was he on the food side of the books or
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 minutes? Let's go back to to visiting your space on the cut over there on the north side of Queen Anne.
Yeah, it's just off of Nickerson, and we're open Fridays from 4 to 9, Saturdays and Sundays 1 to 6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
We have cocktails and light snacks. We do a variety of different events there. So if you look at our events page or you get on our newsletter, you'll see different events coming up. One that's coming up is also with Brad. It's the next day, it's Saturday. And we're doing a really fun conversation with him, Dave Kaplan from Death & Co. They're opening a Death & Co. in Seattle and Pioneer Square
I
here
heard that.
in October timeframe, I believe. And then Zach Jabal from Vine Pair is going to be moderating. And we're going to pair that with a really fun experiential Amaro tasting and customization and sensory experience. So.
And I also saw on your website, fastpennyspirits.com, that you can order packets. Like you could order a Manhattan packet and
Yes.
ship them as a gift. And I think that's brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah, those have been really popular. We put a newer one out, which is a dog lovers kit. And that one
What would be in a dog lover's kit?
well, we had a dog toy made of our Shakerado. So it's a squeaky little dog toy. And then there's a lovely a couple that makes these, it's called Droodles. They're these dehydrated chicken treats. They're so good. They're in Wallingford. It's Sweet Lily's
For
Droodles. And so for dogs. And
They're
so
so
that
good.
goes,
So good.
that goes in there. Actually, you could. It's human grade
Okay.
food. I've actually tasted a little bit just for fun.
Which
Um,
Amaro did you sip with it?
well, we put a couple different types, and we put the Shakerados in there too, because you might want to walk your dog with a cold Shakerado.
Ooh, I like it.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That is funny.
My wife has been sick, so I've been having to take her dog to the beach.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Just what I'm
Seattle
saying.
is a dog town.
Yes.
Whatever. They poop a lot. Turns out. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank
To end on
you.
that. Have an espresso martini.
Well, and I got to say, I went to Jamie's anniversary party. Burlesque show. It was great. Super fun. So check it out.
All right, we'll do it.
Right.
The website, fastpennyspirits.com. In our second hour, Eric Tanaka is going to join us. Going to wrap up with food for thought, tasty trivia. Lots of good fun on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot
Woohoo.
Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Thanks, Jamie. Tea. All right, we're back on time. Isn't that cool? Take it. Oh no. I'm giving it. Drawing for it. I have one here. Another one.
They have a whole chapter. This conversation about whether or not,
Uh-huh.
and then they do a whole chapter.
You're on for a few segments. So it might be a little more.
What's that?
You're on for a few segments. So.
Shakerado. Why wouldn't you?
Cheers.
Try not to put it in front of her face.
Thank you.
How come nobody's opened their Shakerado? You want to take it home with you? Fine.
Warm. You need ice. Gotta be kind of hardcore.
Yeah. You fit right
Or
in
maybe-
there, Bridget.
Maybe have a hangover.
Okay, Bridget. So remember to talk to the mic. You kept
I'm
talking
talking.
to her. I
Sorry.
understand, but you can't hear you then.
Hi, E.T.
Hello, Bridget.
I need it on a swivel.
You're an active person, Bridget.
Yeah.
I hear she's called the hurricane in the kitchen.
Or period.
Hurricanes are not good. No, you're exaggerating. That's just the
Look at
torque.
us. We're back on it.
Are we here?
We're back on it. On the clock.
We're back on it. Nice.
Is that a
10:01.
special Becky hat?
What? Back on the clock?
Oh, no, it's not a special Becky hat. All the names are the same.
Who told you? No, they all filled them out. I'm so busted. Sometimes there's two.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Hot Stove Society show in Cairo. We're happy to have our excited audience. You all have an espresso martini. If you're feeling a little wan, you can just take a little sip of that. It'll prick you right up. Okay. And they're called a shakerato. They're not a martini. Is that right, Jamie? Am I saying it wrong? Shakeratos. But the flavor profile, they're from the Fast Penny Spirits Company. The flavor profile is a
It'd be delicious in
espresso
coffee, I
martini.
think.
It is coffee.
No, but like
I'm
in your
Tom
hot
Douglas.
coffee. Hi, I'm Bridget Charters.
And my partner of how many years? 30 years now is
32 or 3.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
You guys have opened a few restaurants,
Yes,
huh?
we
Yeah.
have. And it doesn't go without notice that yesterday was one of the more charming days in the restaurant business. It happens quite often, maybe once a month, where you are literally faced with closing a joint because the hot water tank goes called in sick, because the refrigerator,
A
whatever
million
happens,
things.
huh?
A million
A
things.
million things. And yesterday down at Half Shell Restaurant, the hot water comes through the athletic club that is below us.
Mhm.
Well, the athletic club's boilers went out, and so we were without hot water, so we had to close the
Aw.
restaurant. Which it doesn't mean a whole lot to anybody else but us.
Yeah. And the pocketbook.
Well, not even our pocketbook. We have 10 restaurants, and we can survive that in a funny way. But the dishwashers can't work, right?
Mhm.
The cooks can't work. The waiters can't work.
Can't wash your
Management
hands.
gets paid anyway. It's just one of those things you don't think about it. All the different waterfall effects that happen when a
And I
restaurant.
think the waterfall becomes like, do we call all our reservations? Because we knew about this at 10 in the morning, but they're like, oh, we're trying to fix it, but trying to fix it, will that mean you
Yeah.
do fix it? Or
Mhm.
because you want to give people the benefit of the doubt of like, hey, I don't want to come in town and not have the
Right.
reservation.
There's
or
80
the-
reservations on the
Yeah.
book. You have to call
Yeah.
everyone and explain to them
Ooh.
that the hot water is not working. So anyway, when we talk about managing partner for the restaurants, it encompasses a lot.
Yeah.
And the sad part was Sean, our operations manager, was on vacations, and he's just been hit one time after another this week. And
It's fun.
it's fun.
Did they get it up and running?
I heard this morning they did. We had
They
to close
did
yesterday.
So we were deliberating between 2 and 4 whether we should open or close. We decided to close at 6 because the dinner service is really where it gets impacted, our dishwashing. So they fixed it right at 6:10. So we could have stayed
Oh.
Too
open.
late.
Wow.
Because some of the dishwashers have their own boiler on them, so that didn't matter, right? So you
Right.
can still do that. But anyway, it's just one of those things that when I think about operating partners, people don't put 2 and 2 together sometimes of all the stuff that happens in a restaurant. For
All the fun
Oh.
stuff.
all the fun stuff.
Floods.
In our
Floods are
company
fun.
alone, we have about at least 500, maybe 1,000 pieces of refrigeration
Wow.
between all the restaurants and the theaters and everything that we
It's
do.
amazing.
And so
You're bound to
you're
have
bound to
some
run into
failures.
issues.
Yeah,
Exactly. Anyway, he's not here to talk about that. It was just me.
A rant.
It wasn't even
No,
a
it wasn't a
rant.
rant.
Ready to
was
forget
more of
about
a,
it.
Sharing the reality.
How was your day yesterday? That kind of thing.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. So, Eric, you're managing partner of TD & Co. You also are a James Beard Award-winning chef. I don't know if you even knew that, Bridget. Did
I
you?
did know that. Yeah.
Came through our system in the kitchen and has been running the company as his own for a million years.
E.T. He does
Well,
that to me
I think
too.
I'm aging myself.
Yeah. He had short hair and it was black.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Should he go blonde like Jamie?
Yeah, like Jamie went blonde. I'm certainly very silver. Let's talk about a taco party because I know it's near and dear to your heart. Your son is now in the chef in the kitchens.
Yep.
You're a lover of restaurants, I will say.
I do. I mean, to me, I still love it, 33 years in. And I got into it because I love to eat, not really cooking, but tacos I love. I love Mexico City. We've been going there yearly now. This will be our 4th year. And
You and Danica on your anniversaries,
Yep,
right?
yeah, it's our anniversary trip,
That's
and we're
wonderful.
booked again for this year. And I think it's interesting. I grew up in LA, and there was a lot of tacos there and Mexican food, but going down to Mexico City, just the breadth and depth and of the tacos and taco scene. I don't think they consider it a scene. It's more culturally every day what they do. It's part of everything. So, but seeing it's incredible because even in LA, you don't have that depth, and further away from there, you get less and less. Like Seattle, I think now is just starting to develop a more deeper taco culture.
I know, I totally agree because people in Seattle used to think, well, if there's a trailer, it must be good. If there's a bus, it must be good.
Yeah,
And it's just not the case.
No, it's not.
And the other thing about Mexico City is when you consider it as Seattle, you're in a city of 25 million people.
It's amazing.
The depth and breadth of the taco scene compared to Seattle, which is 700,000 people.
Yeah.
It's just different.
And it's just also, I think, the palate's different. So I don't think, and also just maybe culturally, offal is a larger part of the displays that you'll get of tacos down there. Here it's fairly, chicken, pork, beef, and it's not even the parts of the chicken or parts of the, cow or pork. It's just pork or beef, or it's like, but down there, like they break it all down, like each piece of the cow.
So what do you see? You see tripe, you see tongue, you see what else?
Brains. And they have different, just like any region that you go to, they also have different cuts of beef, like suadero. It's somewhere between the flank and the sirloin. So they have all these different little cuts of meat that they're using that have different textures and flavor profiles. Because remember when we started using flat irons 20 years ago, you never saw that. But until they're commercially viable and then really producible in a mass way in America, you don't see them. But more so, I think outside of our country, you'll have still smaller butcher shops that are creating more custom cuts or smaller cuts.
Well, and it's interesting too in Mexico. The flavor of the beef is just crazy.
Yeah,
so delicious.
So delicious.
So why do you say that is?
Well, I mean, I've spent a fair bit of time. I haven't been, and my dad lived outside of Hermosillo, and you would eat a steak, and that's what the cows eat. And so what
kind of the desert age kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. So region to region, they're fed what's in that region. So down in Mexico City, it's different, and I would imagine, but like I've had it on the Cape and I've had it on the mainland, and the flavors just bonkers. Just eating it by itself, regardless of the salsas that go with it, or the salsas, or the rubs that go on it. I mean, it's complex stuff.
It's interesting because I agree with you, and it's not it's not like Wagyu. Like they don't have any fatty derivatives of beef. They're all really lean, but they do have more inherent flavor. Like if you get American beef that's not fatty, there's really no flavor to it.
Right.
But down there, it's all very lean, but it does have a more distinct, beef flavor.
Yeah, and there's this taqueria I go to outside of San Jose del Cabo. It's so funny in the wash where it often will flood during the rainy season. You see these just stringy, sad-looking cows wandering around, eating all the grasses and stuff. But wow, they make good cuts of beef. It's
You just look at those poor cows and you
You're
think
just
they're
like-
going to be so tasty.
You're just like, oh my God, what's going on? You know,
yeah,
this-
you think a big fat cow is going to be tastier. They're really lean. Like there's
Yeah.
not that much fat on the meat that you get down there.
Let's
Yeah.
start at the beginning on tacos because to me, well, we only have 2 minutes, but let's talk about the tortilla because that to me makes or breaks a taco.
Yeah, I think, once again, going back to Mexico City, how prevalent corn is to the culture. It never dawned on me until I got there and because everybody there makes their own tortillas.
Every
It's-
block has a tortilla.
Yeah, there's tortilla. It is part of what your day is, period. And so to me, yeah, Maseca is one step up from a just commercially produced tortilla. But I think there they have all these heirloom varieties and they're doing their nixtamalization in-house and grinding and there. So
Yeah.
that freshness.
That's
think
I
the
found that
uniqueness-
harder to find though, because what you really see are the government controlled tortillerias, like in somebody's garage, and they have a little machine popping
Mhm.
them out, and they
Yeah.
can only sell them for like $1 a dozen or whatever that number is now, but it's government controlled. So
Yeah,
the
I mean,
people-
all of the markets are.
Yeah.
Oh wow, huh? That's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. There's a company here in the United States now, Macienda,
Yeah.
that is bringing up those heirloom corn.
which is helping them
kernels.
survive, honestly, because the commodity market doesn't respect the heirloom quality, right? Commodity is all about corn, no matter what.
Right.
And so Macienda is helping these
Small
producers
farmers,
of
yeah.
heirloom corn survive. They're buying the product,
The
even
co-
though it's 5 times the price.
Right.
Yeah.
But so delicious and it makes it easier. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, before we drop tacos, fat in the maseca, fat in the corn flour when you make your taco.
No.
You say no.
I say no.
You say no. I tried it with butter the other day. Really good. Because you see it when you do see it, you see it with lard.
Mhm.
But we had vegetarians, so I used butter instead. It was really good.
I think they're all cooked in lard for sure. but-
Well, they do sometimes a little oil wash on the camal, but that's about it. So tacos, summertime deliciousness.
Oh, it's the
Mm.
best.
Yeah. I like chorizo. Those are my favorite tacos. A little crispy chorizo. Let's talk chanterelles next because we're coming into a little rain session here in town,
Yay.
and then maybe a little heat again, and then maybe some things pop up out of the ground that we are looking forward to. On
Tasty.
Cairo, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. Wow, pushy. He's got a couple more segments, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking shit.
Way to ruin the show.
No, go for it. You're here. Aw,
Adorable.
so cute.
Thank you.
Tom, will you pick out a number from the bowl? I got lost piece of hat.
You got what?
I got lost piece of hat. My hat.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And this will be the winner of the Heartland Masala.
So for those of you watching on YouTube right now, you missed out coming here being live because you might have won a book, Heartland Masala. And whoever wrote this, I can't read your name.
Here, let's see.
We'll say the last name is Hully. Is it Katrina? Okay, Katrina.
It's a great book.
Nice work. Right, we're back in the kitchens at the Hot Stove Society. If you've never been here, we're on the second floor of the Hotel Andra, all the way in the back, where you can find Lars and Claire just working away, making shrimp cakes in the back every day, all day. That's all they do is make shrimp cakes. No, they're making our taste for the
Sunset, Supper.
Yeah, my favorite event
That's beautiful.
on the cobblestones of the Pike Place Market. It looks like this year, for the first time in a long
It's
time,
not going to be sunny?
looks like it's going to be wet this year. so-
Interesting.
The good news
Rain-
is
your
it's sold
rains are-
out already.
Yeah. It's still worth going. So
Still
much
worth
fun.
going. All right. Eric Tanaka, our partner in the restaurants, along with Sean and Loretta and Jackie and myself. He's in the guest chair. We're talking lots of different foods of summer. We just did tacos. Let's talk chanterelles.
Yeah, so
Tasty.
good.
So good. Tell us, Bridget, where do you find your chanterelles? 'Cause I know
So-
you're a forager.
I bet you would be a forager.
Yeah, we had years ago hanging out with the family. We have some family friends that have a place down by Hartstein Island down in the Southern Sound,
Mhm.
and it's up against the Olympics there, just kind of close, but you're there in an area where you get that marine layer that fills in those summer days where it's just cool and that cool air will come in and it kind of fills in the trees and gives moisture to those areas. And then there might be a little rain, there might be some misting like this morning. That is what gives you your summer chanterelles.
Well, that and then the heat that follows, right?
Right. And it's just, you got to have your cool little grassy areas.
Uh-huh.
And so one of the siblings of these family friends were like, hey, let's go. And this was, I think I was in high school, and out we went and got these beautiful little chanterelles. And they're a specific chanterelle for summer. They're a Cascade chanterelle
Uh-huh.
is what they're called. And
Are they easy to identify? There's not a false one that you're going to get in trouble with?
no,
They're it's a safe.
Yeah,
mushroom
they're
to
It's like
grow.
false
specific-
morel, but not a chanterelle
Right.
that I know
Okay.
of. Yeah.
Okay.
right. I mean, they're specific because there's a number of different types of chanterelles that are all kind of in this Cascade region, but they're kind of smaller.
Yeah,
and
they're
they have
smaller
this
and they're also drier, which I like.
yeah, and they've got this little kind of cap to them. They haven't opened up like the yellow chanterelles we're used to, but they're great because you have your patch, kind of like your blackberries,
Mhm.
and it's the same time.
And
Mm.
is that when you go out for those? Are you going out with a pair of scissors? Or are you going out with a paring knife? What are you going to go get those?
Yeah,
with?
you have a little paring knife, and it's got a little hook to it. You could buy one of those bird beak knife. You'd never want to pull a chanterelle out of the ground. You always want to cut it, and
Uh-huh.
it's not a bad idea to find somebody in your area that knows mushrooms just to verify, because there are those what they call LBMs, little brown mushrooms, and these
Ooh, they
chanterelles.
sound deadly.
Well, they can be problematic.
Hallucinogenic?
Huh?
Hallucinogenic?
Well, that's
I think it's your final. It's your,
Oh,
you're
it's,
dead.
it's your
they
final
can
one.
be the hallucinogenic. Our where we lived in Tacoma, we had a lawn that grew the hallucinogenic ones.
Mm.
My dad would frequently shoo my high school classmates off of our front lawn.
So let's go back to the don't take the root. When I was
Mm-hmm.
in Paris a couple years back, we were at a market stand, and there were all these wild mushrooms that obviously had root balls on them. And this old codger, he couldn't have been less than 80 years old, with a beret and a cane, walked by and just started screaming at the foragers. I mean,
Ooh.
he let them have it. And they
That's
wanted to
awesome.
argue back, but he wasn't having it. But taking, just pulling them out of the ground rather
Yeah,
than
it's
cutting
bad.
them. It's bad, right?
Right. It makes your
Because
nice little patch.
the spores stay in the
Mm-hmm.
ground when you cut them and recreate more mushrooms.
And it's interesting, in Michigan, they've found spore samples from different mushrooms. They say covers like 30 square miles,
Right.
one mushroom,
Wow.
Huh. Seems
so it's
right.
interesting. So once you have your patch, you just cut the little mushrooms, and the summer ones are nice because they're nice and dry. They're not wet like
Yeah,
the fall
The
ones.
fall ones.
So, Eric, what are you doing with these mushrooms?
I love to make a little white miso butter.
Mm.
You love miso. Let's
I-
just
Well,
start there.
I guess I do, but it's
Busted.
easy flavor,
Right.
And then I would pair it with some just like charred corn. And it's kind of a take on Monsoon. They do a mushroom. And
I've stolen
corn.
that idea so many times from them.
Yeah, it's
What do they do?
perfectly-
What is it?
I just saw, walked chanterelles and corn, but
With a little
it's
miso
super
butter.
delicious.
Yeah.
I
The
always get it
sweetness
whenever it's there.
balance? Yeah.
Yeah, the sweetness, a little mushroom umami, like perfect, and a little
Uh-huh.
bit of thyme in there, just Shallot, it's great.
So good. So good. Yeah. It's amazing. I mean, because then we get them the fall push. It's like October, right? For
Yeah,
the fall
October,
push.
November.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, they drop down to at Town and Country Market. They're like $9.98 a pound.
But that's for the big, and they're often super wet. The big,
Yeah,
the
I
big
mean, they're
yellows, wet
sponges.
sponges, and they don't have any flavor. Literally, they taste like rainwater.
So the
Yeah.
summer
My opinion.
special.
The most flavor is the fir needles stuck to them. You get a little resin from the fir
Well,
needles.
and I think that's an important thing because I think sometimes people overwash their mushrooms. To me, some of that pine needle is kind of the flavor of the mushroom. So if you take out too much of that, like a perfectly pristine mushroom or chanterelle, I think you've taken away a lot of their character and uniqueness. So
So to
I try
wash them,
not to overwash them.
do you use water or do you just brush them off with the cloth or?
It depends on how dirty
Dirty
they
they are,
are.
yeah.
I try as little as possible. I try and do, but most things you'll see like it's just like dump them in water and let them soak, and
Wrong.
especially those fall ones are so already moisture laden. It's
Uh-huh.
like you spend more time trying to dry them out to concentrate some flavor
Right.
versus
So now-
everything else.
My problem with wild mushrooms sometimes is they have very little, unless you're getting into a matsutake or sometimes even the lobsters have very little flavor. They have texture.
Yeah,
It's just like, kind of like tuna in my
Yeah.
mind, how the Japanese love their tuna, but it's not always about the flavor. It's more about the texture or the color or the superfluous
it's
things.
definitely
about
more
the,
subtle for
yeah,
sure.
the fat content. To me, mushrooms are the same. Those firm little summer chanterelles are really fun. When the spring morels come out, I like that they're dry and good,
Yeah,
but they don't offer a ton of flavor. Usually, if I want flavor, I'll go to a dried porcini
yeah.
or something that has
Well,
been-
any dried mushroom, I think you're definitely
adds more flavor.
concentrating that
Yeah,
flavor.
Yeah.
Because I think I agree with you. Those fall chanterelles are kind of just like a marshmallow of,
Yeah.
nothing too much there.
Well, and people don't know that you're supposed to. They like heat. They like caramelization. They like the Maillard reaction.
Uh-huh.
So getting them in a saute and sautéing those mushrooms, whatever they are, you're going to concentrate that flavor.
Yeah, but then get them out of the saute. See, the thing is, you can't start with the mushrooms and keep adding on top. You got to do the mushrooms, do the onions, then put them all back together. Say if you're making fried rice or something.
Right.
But that was be an easier way to. The other thing I would say, oftentimes, if you really want to taste them, there's two things: the dried ones, put them in your spice grinder and make a powder out of them.
Mm.
They make great
Oh,
gravy.
That's a good idea.
Gravy thickeners, and
You sell.
like I use my
Mushroom
mushroom
rub.
rub. We don't sell it anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, we are paring down our line to what sells and what doesn't sell.
okay.
Even if it's good. And then the other way is just serve the mushrooms themselves, right?
Yeah.
So, and to me, meat demi is really a great combination with mushrooms.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, or we were just talking about tacos.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
mushroom adobo. We do actually do that for our taco set backstage at the Paramount Theater.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's one of our highly requested crew meals.
Uh-huh.
So just a little bit of chili peppers and then some vinegar and just stew those down. So I think that you're augmenting those flavors really well with that.
With
by-
that umami
Yeah.
flavor. Yeah. Nice stuff.
Would you do chanterelles in a risotto, or is that kind of a
Absolutely.
100%. And
Yeah.
but I would keep the risotto very simple. Just Reggiano Parmesan, and just let the whatever flavor you're going to get out of the mushrooms.
Mhm.
When you start to add chicken or peas or all the other things,
Don't ruin it. Just keep it.
Yeah, you're starting to muddy the mix
Okay.
a little
You're
bit.
spending good money on those mushrooms,
Yeah,
So
let them shine.
exactly. And the other thing, pro tip, guys, when you do buy mushrooms, find the displays that are out in the room that aren't underneath the misters, because the mushrooms dry out and they cost less per pound.
Ooh. Smarty pants. I love it.
It's great.
All right, let's build a multi-course summer supper here on Cairo Radio. When we come back, it's the Hot Stove Society Show.
We did this with Renee Erickson in January, and it was a lot of fun.
Uh-huh.
You and Loretta and I did it with New Year's.
You're going to start us off today.
I am. Ooh, okay.
Start the round robin.
Okay.
So if you remember right, there's no doubling up on ingredients. You just And you have to build on what the natural.
I don't remember. I've never done this.
What the
but I
natural
get it.
course is. Back here in the kitchens, it's Cairo Radio's Hot Stove Society show. You can catch us live on Thursday mornings on YouTube. You can catch us on a podcast later in the week, whenever it's
You bet.
comfortable for you. I would say mostly people say they listen to us in the garden
Mhm.
on a podcast or on their bike or on a jog or things like that. So you can also catch us live on Cairo on Saturdays and
Saturdays and Sundays.
right? Yep.
Mhm.
So there you go. Let's make supper. Tell us the rules of the game here. Becky.
Sure. Well, this is a fun one. We're going to build a multi-course summer supper, and there are some rules. We're going to do it round table, and the rules are we're going to go through as many courses as we can around the table, but we must build on the last course, and an ingredient can only be used once.
Okay.
Okay.
The main ingredient.
The main ingredient. Yes. Yes. So I'm going to start off with it's summer. Tomatoes are amazing, and I love gazpacho that's done right. Gazpacho that's beautiful tomatoes, maybe a cucumber in there, an onion, and then you put it in the food processor really, really well, and then you add some olive oil and it emulsifies it. I think it's a Melissa Clark recipe.
New
I
York
made
Times.
it. Yes, I made it for you last year, and then you strain it. And I did this non-strained and strained, and we had people test it, and we all like the strained. It's worth it.
I'm 100% strained.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
It takes time,
Yeah.
but it's so I would start off with a amuse-bouche of tomato gazpacho.
Sounds nice.
Am I next?
You're next.
Sure.
So I have to use
This is
tomato or
Eric
don't
Tanaka,
use
our
tomato?
partner in the
No
restaurant.
Can't use
tomato.
tomato, but you could do a cocktail or
I have to use tomato.
No.
no.
Okay.
Tomatoes are done to
off the
you.
table.
Okay, got
They're
it.
dead to you.
I didn't know if you said there was one thing you had to carry forward. I would actually go with I just had some incredible melon.
Mhm.
So I would do a little Charente melon, jamon serrano, a little bit of lemon olive oil, and salt. Like, to me, this is a season when you don't have to do that much to these items. Like, and we have a short growing season, so I would try and just keep it super simple. Like, that melon was so delicious.
What
I
kind
didn't
of melon
do
was it
anything.
again?
Charente.
It's like that French melon we talked about.
Yes, the
last-
little guys.
yeah,
Oh,
little
those are
guys.
delicious.
So delicious.
So
It was
concentrated.
so. I mean, it's rare you get that. Like commercial melons, you just don't get that.
You'll
That
know it too when you
perfume.
have it. You'll smell it.
The perfume.
Yeah, the perfume is just
Holy
it hits
smokes.
you, and then it just finishes with that just slightly honey flavor. It was amazing.
Mm.
But I think just the jamon serrano with that little bit of salt, and I just put a little flaky salt on there.
Yeah.
So to me, that's
Like a Malden finish.
yeah.
The the other thing you said in there, actually, I think is a secret pantry ingredient is the lemon olive oil, right?
Yeah.
It is such a nice treat just to pour on anything. In the
Yeah, and I
summertime.
don't think you want so much acid. Like I wouldn't just put lemon juice on it. Just you want that just a little bit of
Mm.
perfume to match that perfume of the melon.
Yeah,
If you
Sounds
didn't
great.
have the oil, could you do a zest?
Yeah, totally.
you can, or you could just kill yourself. My God, I don't have any lemon oil. I'm going to jump off my patio.
Okay.
Yeah, because you just want the scent, the
Yeah.
the lemon oil. You don't want the juice in that way.
Sounds delicious.
Delish.
Hey, Bridget.
My turn. Okay. It's Dungeness crab season. To follow
Mm.
those two delicious courses up, we just had some amazing Dungeness crab, and there's so many options there. But I think I'd make a fresh fettuccine and do kind of a light aglio olio, and I have some beautiful wild arugula in my garden, and I'd make a little kind of a green sauce with that, just a puree of that. To drizzle teeny bit spikes of that arugula and hit it with a giant handful of fresh crab
Mm.
and just toss it with a little pasta water. Same deal as ET, hitting it with a really high quality extra virgin olive oil
Uh-huh.
as the drizzle at the end. Just
Yeah,
It's all
focus
crab.
on the crab. Yeah.
oh,
So go
man.
back to your pasta for 1 second. Are you just tossing the pasta, or are you stirring it so that you release some starches and create a bit of a sauce?
I make the aglio olio sauce. I drop the pasta because it's fresh pasta, so it only takes 2 minutes. And you make your aglio olio in a separate pan, and the pasta quick cook and goes right into that oil. And you don't really want to apply any heat to that crab at all. You want to just kind of toss it in. And if there's some juice from the crab, I usually will give it a squeeze. so that the juice hits that pasta and creates kind of that nice seafoody flavor.
Uh-huh.
And then
So the juice combines to help on the sauce.
and
side
the
of things.
pasta water, you make this
Yeah.
buttery, nice
Yeah.
sauce, and you emulsify it all together. And then that little hit of arugula just gives you that brightness that's just like, oh, what's
Contrast.
that? Yeah, yeah.
That sounds very Italian.
I know. I
I
can't help
think-
myself.
I think I'm going to go to a part of Asia. You know, so I'm being very clear. It's not all of Asia, or else we could do anything we wanted.
Right.
But I'm going to stick with my opening taste of the week, which is the halibut
Ah.
poached in coconut milk with toasted shallots, fresh lime leaves, crushed lemongrass, ginger,
So
star
good.
anise, the peel of an orange, anything fragrant. And then I like, when it comes to a Donburi bowl, like
Mhm.
a rice bowl of some sort,
Mhm.
I like sticky rice compared to, say, basmati rice.
You mean like a pearl rice? or-
Calrose.
okay.
Yeah, like a Calrose pearl rice or sticky rice.
Shark grain.
Short grain. The basmati is, I like it for some things, but
Too dry.
For me, on a bowl like that, when I'm using a pair of chopsticks or something, sticky rice will stick together, and you can pick up the whole piece of fish and the
Getting
rice
hungry.
itself. I mean, you could use a spoon too, because you have to use some of the poaching liquid of the coconut milk poured right over your rice, and then finish with some toasted shallots. We call them bittersweet shallots,
Mm.
completely stolen from Vietnamese cooking, where you take the shallot, you cook it down from its kind of pinkish color to a brown, crispy, and you can take it as dark as, you know, the darker you get, the more bitter it is.
Mhm.
Jamie should maybe use some toasted shallots in her Americano.
Mm.
Because then she would have to say it's
Tom gave her the
Americano
idea.
to us. To us. Yeah, exactly.
Pro tip.
Anyway, so I'm going to go with that.
That sounds lovely. Okay, well, now I'm thinking ET's idea of the miso chanterelle with corn and a hot wok or whatever you have. So you char the corn, or would you? One thing I like to do is I like to grill the corn whole on the grill, char it that way, let it cool, cut it in half, and then cut off the.
That's exactly what I do.
Is it okay? And then I take the husks later, throw them in the freezer, and over time, when I have enough, make stock with them. There's just that little hint of sweetness.
And also make tamales with them. The
Ooh.
fresh
With the
corn husks
fresh
make
husk,
beautiful
yeah.
tamales.
Oh, I never think of keeping the husk. I always just keep
Yeah.
the core.
Just cut the stem end off
Okay.
about an inch in, and then the husks have that nice shape.
Yes.
Yeah, just put a couple together and make a tamale. Okay, T, your turn.
I would actually, I saw some beautiful Romano beans. I love those as flat Italian style beans. And I would go with just a little kind of like pan sauce. I just blanch them, take them down, and then add them. Not, you don't cook them all the way through, just really kind of al dente. Throw them in the pan with olive oil, garlic, anchovy.
God, I love those beans. The
Yeah,
big
me
flat
too.
Romanos.
Yeah, big flat Romanos.
Yeah.
A lot of anchovy, and just kind of stew that down and finish with a little, tomato, fresh
Yeah.
tomato.
Mm.
that sounds
and
good.
then
Can't use
some-
fresh tomato.
You can, I can. And then just summer savory, the herb.
Yeah.
Is nice on there.
All right, Bridget, we're getting down to it.
So can we wrap with dessert?
No, we need a meat.
Keep
We need
going.
meat.
Oh, we need a meat. Well, it's summer, and there's nothing I love better than a nice steak out on the grill.
Uh-huh.
And I like to grill the steak medium rare.
Mhm.
I like to let it cool a little bit, and then I do a little salad of like shaved romaine, shaved radicchio, shaved celery, and fennel. And the fennel fronds, and I just make this kind of crunchy, nice salad. And then the steak, I kind of stole that from you, doing a New York or a flank, and then you slice it thin and lay it on top of the salad. Hit it with some lemon.
Sounds delicious. On Monday, it's my niece's birthday, who's visiting Seattle with her
Oh, I
family.
saw her
Is he?
yesterday.
Beth.
Beth.
What's her name?
Different
Oh,
niece.
Beth.
Okay.
Different. That's my great niece.
Okay.
What is it when Beth's kids, who are they to me?
Sure. Great.
Yeah.
Great niece. Great
Anyway,
niece.
I'm making a slump. So
Oh.
Loretta
I
mentioned
got
a slump, but I don't-
beautiful nectarines. The last of the Bing cherries, I already sliced them. Nectarines are perfectly ripe. And a slump is like a cobbler,
Buckle. Yeah.
buckle, same kind of idea. a buttermilk cake poured over top of the fresh fruit and then
So
baked
good.
with vanilla ice cream, or this would be perfect with peach ice cream. I love matching the ice cream to the cake itself.
Oh, so
And
good.
So we're making a nectarine and Bing cherry slump for dessert.
Mm.
Sounds pretty Northwest.
delicious.
Well, that's great. So we got through 8 courses. We started with the gazpacho, the melon with prosciutto or the
Hamon
Iberico.
Serrano.
the
Either way is
Iberico.
good.
Mhm. We've got Dungeness crab, halibut poached in coconut milk, miso, chanterelles, and corn, the Romano beans, and then beautiful.
Steak.
Oh, the steak. I missed the steak.
Steak and salad. Got to get the
Steak
salad
and
in there.
salad. And then a slump
A slump.
with
We're not in the
nectarines.
slump, though. We're on top of our game.
nectarines and cherries. Sounds
Oh,
delicious.
man, I'm hungry.
On Kairos, stay tuned for Food for Thought Tasty Trivia brought to you by Rub with Love Spice Rubs on 97.3 FM. All right.
Is he doing it? E.T., are you doing it?
He's done. He's
Oh,
out.
Oh, it's Jamie.
We've got Jamie Hunt from Fast Penny Spirits.
Fun.
Uh-oh, she's back like a
Uh-oh.
bad penny, like a fast penny.
That's right. You know, Tom, I think I'm invited because then you can win.
It's, I
'Cause I
I
have
need all the
lost
help I can
every
get.
single time.
Need all the help I can get.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Our track record's declining.
Tell us how Fast Penny Spirits got its
The
name.
name.
Ooh, well,
You're
I
just trying to make a quick buck. You started with some fast pennies.
yeah, exactly,
that's funny.
exactly. No, actually, I did burlesque for a short time,
Uh-huh.
and I had a duet that I did, and it's a longer story,
It's
so if
okay.
we don't
No,
have to.
You got
And
time.
so, my name was Veloce von Perla, and Veloce is fast in Italian. And then my duet partner was Centime Bijou, and Centime is penny in French. And so we would perform as Fast Penny, and it was just really empowering. It was nothing that I thought I ever wanted to do. I accidentally got into it. I thought it was
Uh-huh.
an exercise class. And so
Turns out it was. An
it was
exercise
an
in
exercise
freedom.
different
class.
Extreme.
So yeah, I just wanted an
Lacking clothing.
empowering experience.
Yeah.
You know, we have a Pretty Penny program, so we give back to the community.
Nice.
So
That's lovely.
I met her instructor. She's good.
Are you saying she's not good?
I was dying for Jamie to jump up there. She didn't want to.
Have you given up your burlesque?
I have,
career?
yeah. It's a lot of work to keep up. All that practice, all those
Trying to think of the
routines,
name of the
choreography.
woman, yeah. I knew somebody, and I don't remember her name, who did that down at the Can Club.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They do some fun shows.
I also saw her at the Triple Door. I think they have a burlesque show every
Oh.
year.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a
So
fun venue.
Ruby Mimosa produces ours, and Indigo Blue was my instructor. Ruby taught me a thing or two, and then Inga also helped with our duet act. And then there was Carmen Caliente, who's
All these great
amazing, too.
names.
And Sailor Sinclair is such a great MC. So, and also burlesque dancer.
And so apparently there's much more to it than strategically placed fans.
Yes. Yes, it's a lot of work. Those burlesque dancers practice a lot.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. One of our bartenders at Carlisle does that
Mm.
too. So. Super fun.
I learned something. I'm glad you asked that question.
Okay, last segment. Stay with us. Don't fall asleep.
Oh, they've got their drinks.
Oh, that's right. Okay, it's back to school right around the corner, and that brings us busy family schedules. Rub with Love can help make your dinner decisions easy and delicious. I like how you wrote that in there, Becky.
That was Carol.
Pick up some locally at your grocery store or seafood shop like Kazuma's in Edmonds, Fresh Fish in Crown Hill, Wild Salmon Seafood Market at Fisherman's Terminal, although yesterday they were out of the taco spice. Just
Uh-oh.
saying.
Uh-oh.
And the Seattle Fish Guys in the Central District. It's available in 5,000 retail outlets around the country. And we're happy when you pick up a jar, aren't
Yes.
we?
Yes.
All right, yes, we are. All right, it's time for Food for Thought Tasty Trivia. I'm Tom Douglas.
And I'm Bridget Charters.
And Jamie has joined us. Jamie
Hello.
Hunt from Americano Spirits, Fast Penny Spirits over there in the north side of
Mhm.
Queen Anne on the cut.
That's
So
right.
check her out. Okay.
Each of you will get 5 questions, and the winner will pick out someone in the audience to take a stroll in the gift shop and pick up 3-pack of Rub with Love spice blends. So someone's going to win.
There we go.
All right, we're going to start with Bridget.
Okay, here
Question
we go.
number 1. What is the name of the Japanese hot pot dish where diners cook meat by swishing in hot broth? It means swish, swish.
Shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu it is.
Thank you for that hint.
I heard it in the audience as well.
Yeah.
Multiple choice. What unexpected tool have Washington cherry growers used to prevent rain-induced fruit splitting? Is it leaf blowers, helicopters, or drones? This was just
Well, I mean, it's kind of all of them, but it's the second one. Helicopters.
helicopters it is. CBS Sunday Morning just did a report on that last week. Kind of fun. Good job.
And they have those giant fans too that they
Mhm.
stand in the rows.
Mm.
Yeah.
In which country did the dark and stormy cocktail originate?
So a dark and stormy is a sailor's cocktail, and it's with rum and ginger beer.
You're stalling. Where was it created?
There are many places. I'm gonna guess Bermuda.
Bermuda it is. Good job. I thought you were stalling. Okay, the next, each of your last 2 questions are multiple choice and compliments of the mother-son duo we had on earlier, the co-authors of Heartland Masala. So think Indian. Number 4, which of the following nightshades is indigenous to India? Tomato, eggplant, or potato?
Eggplant.
Eggplant it is. I thought you'd say Italy.
There's so many crazy eggplant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Final question. Which of these spices will, upon consumption, make your body odor smell like a faintly sweet curry for days? Fenugreek, fennel, or tamarind? Tom's making a face.
I'm all for it.
A faintly sweet what?
Sweet curry for days.
And what were it was fenugreek, fennel, or
Tamarind.
I'm gonna guess the first one, fenugreek.
5 out of 5.
Way to go,
Wow.
That was a total guess.
Good job.
Oh, you're so nice to me.
Well, you did a
Becky.
good job today. All right, Jamie Hunt from Fast Penny Spirits. You ready?
Sure, I might need audience support, so.
That's okay. Number 1, which frozen dessert is traditionally scraped during freezing to create a flaky texture?
Granita.
Granita it is. Number 2, multiple choice. Meyer lemons were first described in China and brought to the U.S. in 1908 by Frank N. Meyer, a USDA plant explorer. They're believed to be a natural hybrid between which 2 fruits? Lemon and grapefruit, lemon and mandarin orange, or lemon and lime?
Lemon and mandarin orange.
You got it. Nice work. All right. Number 3.
Oh, Jamie's really smart today.
Not
Not that you're not every day, but
I
you
don't
s-
have any help
you
at
seem
all.
to have, you seem to have about 15 helpers out there.
Is this headline true or made up? Meat is back at 11 Madison Park after 4 vegan years.
It's true.
It is true. I read it in Wednesday's paper. Oh, Bridget has a copy of it right in
Oh
front
my
of
god,
her.
I ate there. They're
Uh-huh.
vegan. If all vegan food tasted like that, I would go every day.
Mm.
It's so good.
Well, I think the chef, I think they need more people. They need more traffic.
Yeah.
So being more inclusive.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job. Okay, number 4. Which of these Indo-Mexican fusions has a documented 70-year history within the U.S.? The roti quesadilla, the green mango taco, or the curry enchilada? It's in the book.
Green mango taco.
The roti quesadilla. Roti quesadilla.
Roti.
Roti. Okay, final question. Which misstep will almost inevitably lead to a frothy turmeric-stained mess on your stovetop while cooking dal? A, not adding enough salt. B, covering the pot too early. Or C, forgetting to perform the pre-dal prayer.
I think it's.
I didn't
B.
write these.
I think it's B.
It is B. It is. Good job. 4 out of 5. It's a high-scoring game.
I think
I wonder
Beck-
what the pre-doll prayer sounds like.
Is it a move or a
Dear God, make these lentils tasty.
oh, foreshadowing. Okay. Number 1, what common baking spice is ground from tree bark and is often mistaken for its bolder cousin, cassia, spelled Cassia?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon it is. No stalling there. Okay, number 2. In this week's New York Times food section, there was an article titled, "This Secret Ingredient Makes Homemade Ice Cream Easy. It contains stabilizers, which keep the final ice cream softer, creamier, and easier to scoop for a long time."
Xanthan gum is my guess.
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Isn't that interesting? You don't
No,
need eggs.
It's not that interesting.
Sore loser.
I thought xanthan gum was super interesting.
Well, there's a lot of xanthan gum and cream cheese.
Not in homemade.
There's a brand of ice cream that's very popular in our area that has a lot of xanthan gum in it, and it's you can basically put the ice cream on the counter
And it won't melt.
it almost doesn't melt. I'll
Okay.
say, yeah, it's just I don't find it enjoyable.
I like
And
Jackie's.
somebody who used to be in your producer chair told me the other day it's her favorite ice cream. And I was,
Pamela.
I
Really?
called her out. Yes.
Love Pamela. Number 3, what is the feature of a tartine?
Open face.
Open face. There it is. Open
Yeah.
face sandwich. Number 4, black salt has a distinctive flavor that is most often compared to cotton candy, a wet dog, or boiled eggs. I don't see any black salt on your pantry right there.
I think of it as being kind of black lava salt. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but to me, it would be all three.
It's actually boiled eggs because it's sulfur rich. And in Indian, it's called kala namak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had that. I've had black salt, but it's always been like from the islands here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the lava. Yeah. Okay. Final question. What is the core ingredient of a typical dal? I've got multiple choice. I don't think you need it.
I think Washington State is the #1 grower of them also. Lentils.
You
Really?
got it.
Yeah.
Split and whole
Like
legumes.
worldwide grower of lentils.
Look it up.
Okay.
3 out of 5. So
I have
Bridget,
no idea.
you are the winner.
Wow.
Wow.
Just like that, Bridget. If you want to be a star like Bridget, you can join the community on YouTube Live at Tom Douglas & Co. or buy a ticket to join us here in the studio at hotstovesociety.com because all these lovely people had a grand old time.
Woohoo!
The show is produced by Becky Guzak. Our technical wizard today is Sean Don't Call Me Del Torre.
Mm.
Nope. Our technical wizard is Sean McFadden. And our editor at Cairo is Sean, please don't call me Del Torre. And if you missed any episode of our Hot Stove Society show in Cairo, you can listen via podcast. Just subscribe with your favorite podcast app.
Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of summer.
Right.